me, Nimsoni. Welcome to another video. This one's just a small sort of idea that I had. You've probably seen one of the newest sort of phases in gameplay where everyone's sort of playing the same battle simulator game called Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator, and the game's able to just sort of render thousands and thousands of characters all at once that all run into battle, as you can see something similar here. Now here I've just used the tiny open world characters, the tinies, and this is only 200 of them. I've got a system where you just sort of click about and they move to that position, but the idea I had, and this is just testing, I'm not really making a game out of this at the moment, is to actually be able to control their formation. So here I can click to say to move into position, but let's say that you've got an enemy coming from this diagonal area on this side. You want them to point in that direction, so you click and hold and drag, and they actually rotate into a formation facing that direction. Now the other problem is this formation itself is not exactly very useful, and this would be set up pre-game, so when you start the gameplay they would all be in this formation already, just like most other epic battle simulators, except my idea is that you'd have a formation tool within the game which allows you to sort of draw your formation, and in this case you just sort of draw the front lines. So here you can see how the characters all sort of run into position according to the form that you've told them to go into, so formation that they've got here. Now obviously when I click and drag it always creates a straight line in this case. What I would want to do if I was turning this into a full game would be to actually sort of allow you to draw the actual shape of the front line, and they would spread out into that shape. Right now they only use the actual distance of the spreading that you've sort of mentioned. So here if I position the characters all along this wall here and I want them to spread out all the way, I can just draw a formation line all the way across, and you can see they will all spread out. And this is 200 characters that's doing this at the moment. The game would be capable of technically an infinite amount of characters at the moment. And you can see how I can just rotate the entire formation just by doing that. The whole formation would rotate. They will not fit there if I did that. So then you can just click and they will all move in position. Now one of the things you probably notice is that these characters have sort of weird heads that keep switching between spheres and cubes. That's just me testing Unity's own sort of LOD system, which is just a level of detail. You can see here where the heads actually completely vanish. What you would do is have very low quality versions of these characters, low quality models that face this way, you guys, that would switch between those level of detail models as you go further from the camera. And that's how Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator works as well, where it has very low quality versions of these models for anyone beyond a certain distance, and as you get very close the high quality models start appearing, and that's how it's able to render so many characters in one scene without really having that much of an impact on FPS. The AI on the other hand is a much more difficult task. So there's a bunch of things that you'd have to do for these characters to work out where they belong within the new formation, whatever it be. That's something that game doesn't actually do at all, because those formations are preset when you start the game, and after that point they just completely cleared out. The game doesn't actually respect formation beyond that point. All the characters just do their own thing and aim towards the nearest enemy, who is wherever they are. This is something that I'm just sort of trying. I had this idea while playing that game, and I wanted to build something that would do exactly what I was thinking of, really. Anyways, that's all I wanted to show, was this just sort of new idea for formations. If there's anyone making a battle simulator that wants to sort of use this design, use this idea, go ahead. I'm doubting I'd actually make a game out of this. If I do, I do. And if you want to give credit to me for the idea, go ahead, but I'm sure this is something that a lot of people will have been thinking of already, just not having a way of doing it. Anyways, that's that. have a look at the other videos on my channel if you haven't done, because I'm always bringing up and showing off some really crazy ideas and other things that I have, usually with certain game styles that I'm making, as well as other games which I just have an idea for it and it's something that would never be implemented in the actual game, so I just show off my idea and hopefully someone gets some inspiration from it. Anyways, that's that. Goodbye.